What's up, everybody? It is Friday, and I think this is new also. All 4 of the songs that I've done today have been like brand new within the last day or two. And I believe, if I recall correctly, this one is one of them. Okay, so this is just a song that popped up on my recommended, and I have no idea who this band is, no idea what kind of song this is going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be metal, but that's just based on the fact that it's Swedish. So I'm going to do my best here. The band is called OFDRYKKJA. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure that double K is meant to be pronounced a specific way, but listen, I do my best. The song is called Hårgalåten, and it's about the devil, is my understanding. So it's very good rock and roll music. We'll get into it in just a minute. Before I do, obviously I got my coffee with me. I don't speak Swedish. Aside from my flawless pronunciation, I sound like a native. I don't speak Swedish. And so, don't expect me to do a deep analysis of these lyrics, particularly if they're not in English. And also don't be a dick, right? I try really hard to be thoughtful and respectful when I do these. And I would request that we keep that same energy in the comments, right? No need to start any fights. I don't really like that kind of energy. So let's just be polite. With that out of the way, here we go with Hårgalåten by OFDRYKKJA. Yeah.
Solens kula, då blev det fart på Hårgalåten. De glömde Gud och hela världen. Säg vem har lärt dig detta spel, det vilda galna. Stannar du inte, brist i hjärtat, och Gud bevare, han har bockfot. Klockorna hade ringt i dalen, och där gick far och mor och bror till sockenkyrkan. Var kan nu Hårgas ungdom vara, och herregud dansar ännu.
All right. I am actually going to go into the description briefly and just take a look at what they said about this song, because I think I remember it. It's a folk song. It's about the devil playing a song with the fiddle and making a town dance to their death. Okay. That's what I thought. Oh, very sad. So the drummer of OFDRYKKJA wanted to do this cover version, and apparently he passed away a few years ago. So this song is sort of in honor of him, is my understanding. It's a cool song. I was way off that it would be metal. I was right that it would be, folk pagan, right? I was thinking maybe something like Helviti. It turns out that this is a little bit more like Faun, although not Holy Faun, Faun. Although, because I don't know any of their other music, I don't know. Their other stuff could be much different, right? This is a cover of a folk song. This is not an original composition. So I would have to hear more from them to be able to say, oh, well, this is sort of characteristic of the style of music they make, or this is a departure. This is a piece that they wanted to do specifically in this style. So I can't speak to that. Obviously, I could not interpret any of that. No idea of the lyrics. I can look them up, obviously, but trying to follow along, there's no prayer of me figuring that out. I will say, I think the blood effects were really good. There was a bloody nose that looked really convincing. It was very well done. And it's always sinister, right? You've got the beautiful young women in white dresses out in the woods, and you just sort of know, that something bad is going to happen anytime you see that. And sure enough, they're all, dead around the fire. I've actually read fairy tales, like Grimm's fairy tales from, collected from the Germanic regions of people being cursed with shoes that make them dance until they die. It's not as much about the fiddling as it is the shoes. They can't stop dancing once they put the shoes on. So that seems to be a theme. There seems to be some idea. Maybe it's just the connection of dancing to sexuality and sexuality to sin, or whatever the conception of sin was in those places. I don't know. I'm spitballing, but I know that there are multiple cultures that I have heard this sort of story from. So that's interesting. The guys with the cow skulls did not have a lot to do. I was kind of waiting for them to show up again and, I don't know, collect the bodies, or I don't know. They didn't have anything to do. They just stood there. I mean, it's a cool look, right? You got the cow skull in front of your face, the shirt off, and the body paint. It's very, very metal. But I was kind of expecting them to do something. I don't know. I assume those are people who are in the band, but there's no requirement for them to be, certainly. The devil playing the fiddle, he just looked like I don't know. He looked like a guy you'd see working at a comic shop. It's a nicely maintained beard, though, and good fiddle playing. Anything else? That ground that they were running in, that's marshy. I don't want to walk in ground like that. I like to keep my feet dry, and that was very boggy. Right? I could see them running and sinking in. Now they were in bare feet, so they didn't have to worry about wet socks, which is crucial. But yeah, if it was me, I would want to be doing that on dry ground. Anything else? No, it's a cool song. Obviously it's like a sort of a grim story, not grim with two M's, just grim in the traditional sense. But it's interesting. I like videos like this. I may do another song from them just to see if this is characteristic of their style, or if they're more of a sort of pagan metal band like my original assumption was. But I think that'll do it for this one. R.I.P. obviously to the drummer. I'm sure he's missed by those who knew him, and by the members of the band. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. And be nice to each other.